All right, day 4, fair value gaps. Lock the fuck in. Classes in fucking session, bitch. All right. So day 4, fair value gaps. I just repeated myself because I'm like that. Fuck you and your opinion. But let's say the market is doing this, right? Up, down, up, down. Then we have a big push up, right? That is breaking structure back to the upside. Let's say we just had like down momentum, whatever. Right, just be easier to understand. Alright, down momentum. Right. And we're looking at the chart and we see 3 candles. That one is open, fuck off. That one is open than the other. So 1, 2, 3. But this third one has like a gap in it. Right? A fair value gap is a place where orders have been filled thoroughly, if you know what I mean. Another explaining of it is 3 candlesticks that have a gap in between where orders were heavily filled bullish or bearish in the trend's direction. Unless we break structure to the downside, then you know. But so I'll show you what that looks like. I'm not a great drawer. Okay, brush. So boom, you have candlestick. Undo that shit. We have candlestick. Then we have candlestick. This is a horrible drawing. Oh my gosh, I suck at this. Then candlestick. So 3 consecutive places where we have straight and bullish momentum in this case, and this middle side will be considered a bearish fair value gap. I don't even do that color. I do this color. Yeah, blue. I make them blue. That would be a fair value gap. That is a bullish one. And same thing, make it red. It's bearish coming to the downside. All right. Hopefully that was a good explanation. Yeah, this was today's price action. By the way, I had a short entry. I'll show you my trade. What time is this right now? Okay, 3 minute. I said, boom, liquidity sweep. Took all high time frame liquidity out. Bearish fair value gap. Broke 3 minute structure right here. I said, bet I'm shorting. I had stops like. I'm gonna sell you this confluence, but it really shouldn't. This entire area right here, is called a order block, which we will talk about it. But I had stops like right above the 50% more than order block, and I eventually, after price had this big downswing, I had my break even point right here because on the correlating pair of ES, this was a fair value gap. And I didn't want to make another different confluence, so we can push back to the upside. So I went break even. Short position right here, boom. Damn, why is this so big? So like right about here to this low right here. Talking just a smooth 2.6, and obviously we see that happen, but I got stop break even once we hit this line. At least stop break even, then next 2 candles break even. But boom, that was my trade today. But we're talking about fair value gaps. Lock the fuck in. Boom. If you see a fair value gap, raise your hand. Now put that shit the fuck down, you retard. Alright. Boom. Bearish fair value gap right here. Why? 1, 2. Big gap in between. Fair value. Here's another bearish one that we made. Boom. Now what can we tell this one right here? We had a bullish fair value gap, right? So this is break down this area right here. Let's just break down this entire area. All right. First fair value gap is bullish, right? Second fair value gap is bearish. Second fair value gap is bearish. All right. Now this is what we can see. We made a fair value gap, right? But we wouldn't know that until the third candle came out. By the way, we wouldn't know this is a fair value gap until the third candle came out. So we made a fair value gap, disrespecting this one. Boom. No longer in bullish momentum. Now in heavily bearish. Price comes up. What do we do here? Break structure. What else did we do though? We filled this fair value gap to the fucking brim. To the fucking brim. Even a little past. Right? And what do we do next candle? Shit. What do we do here? Broke structure to the downside. And just heavily bearish momentum. Until we retested the same two fair value gaps again. Obviously leaving us to go long. But see, I don't like trading the session because it's London. New York session, that shit probably would have either shit or reversed. So boom, but great example right here. Bearish momentum, bearish fair value gap. How do we get an entry right here? You worry about that shit later, little bro. Worry about that shit later, little bro. We're gonna put all the fucking shit into one video. Do the hourly time frame. Let's do a bullish one. I just did a bearish one. Let's do a bullish one. Okay, so this is the bullish fair value gap right here. Bingo. Right? Bullish fair value gap. Breaking structure. It had to be some type of news or some type of crazy ass shit going on because we have a bigger fair value gap that we didn't tap into. And yeah, but bullish momentum, taking out these highs. Boom, retested it. Disrespected it. Price said, what? Disrespect that fair value gap? Come and take out this liquidity. Now, don't think as fair value gaps as just of a way of like, oh, disrespect or respect. Like, they could be fair value gaps like this right here. Boom. They're stacked. They're stacked. And look what we do with this one right here. Boom. Filled 50%. Pushed higher. We wanted a stronger move. Take out all this. Excuse me. Take out all this liquidity. Fuck off. But like I said, fair value gaps can be stacked too. So think about what your daily bias is. We're going to daily biases. We're going to everything like that. Easy, bro. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy, bro. I'm telling you. I'm gonna put everything together. The video is gonna look great at the end. I promise. I'm not gonna lead you in the wrong direction because this is literally the way I trade. Boom. Fair value gap. Doesn't matter how tiny or how fucking big it is. Just like your fucking tiny ass pecker. Let's go. Okay, what we do here? We respected this we disrespected this fair value gap, and people are going long here in the situation. Boom. This is London going into New York. So if you know about sessions, which I will teach you about, boom, we basically swept high time frame liquidity at 7, and then we started pushing down, making a bearish trend high time frame. So these were the draw on liquidities for this session. But we talk about that later. What time is this? Is 9 o'clock? Wow. Bullish fair value gap. I'm telling you, you can literally spot fair value gaps every other fucking candle sometimes. I don't want to think about fair value gaps on this fucking 3-minute. Fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap, fair value gap. Hold on. Fair value gap, fair value gap. This one was bullish. Look at this one. Boom. Held up. Respected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Respected. It's like push higher. Alright. Easy. That was fair value gaps. That was easy. 1, 2, 3, back of your hand type of shit. It's gonna be the most easiest things. Just going in, explaining, and showing you the confluences. I'll draw, an example. Keep it pushing. But this is what we really want to talk about is more psychology. Okay. I wasn't going to do this today, but fuck it. I will do it today. I'll show you a sneak peek on how I do trades. So like I said, I hit break even on this trade right here. Right? So what did I say? Kind of, I feel like that looks better. Bring my camera down a little bit. Is that good? Is this good? Yeah, this is good. Okay, so this is like my own Discord, whatever. You don't have to join it. It's literally free. You don't have to pay for shit. Just in there, live trading every morning. Around 9 o'clock is when I get in there, and I just start giving out my bias and everything. But this is how I document trades. So today we had a high time frame liquidity sweep, and I thought ES was going to come up and take yesterday's highs and sweep them while NQ stayed under both of them. and they actually stayed under both of them, started bearish order flow. Once we disrespected 3-minute and 5-minute bullish for value gap, broke structure to the downside, and I was open to going short, and I did before a news event. Wasn't the smartest idea. So I give a description of what I was thinking. I show my confluences, and I show my P&L, and I record. I'll show you daily recaps. I record my videos. I record the trades I take, everything I was thinking through the entire video, everything. Always show, always document. You are missing so much opportunity of knowing. Like, say you go on a win streak. Why are you going on a win streak? What do you see more often? What is helping you keep going? Right? What is helping you just easily spot the next trade, easily spot the next direction? Always record yourself and always like write down your trades, write down everything. Especially even if you're on a losing streak. If I was on a fucking heavy ass losing streak, I would love to fucking know why I'm on a losing streak. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is distracting me during when I'm trading? Am I on my phone too much? Am I doing this too much? Am I not looking at the right things too much? Am I just focused on everybody else and not myself? Like, you want to journal trades. I'm telling you, bro, you are missing out on so much information. But with that being said, sneak peek into the Discord. Fuck off. Sneak peek into the Discord. Fair value gaps. Tomorrow, I think we're doing breakers or equilibrium. I haven't decided yet. I might just hit you with another motherfucking video of. I might hit you with a free live. Not free. Everything's free. I might just hit you with a damn live video. Talking about, okay, this is what I thought today. Easy trade. Boo, boo, boo. Alright, I gotta think about it. That was day 4. Y'all stay ugly.